Okay, now you should recognize this output from the previous mini lecture. If you'll recall, we ran a difference of means test, and the company claimed it was owed on average $15,184. The customers claimed that they owed the company $12,608. So our real question was, is our observed difference of $2,576, is that statistically significantly different from zero or not? And because we got a small p-value here, we rejected the null hypothesis and we conclude that indeed the average difference is more than zero. Okay? But I want to remind you a couple of things in this mini lecture. First of all, while our observed difference was $2,576, our 95% confidence interval ranges from a low of about $500 to about $4,700. Okay, so while this represents our observed difference, this 95% confidence interval here says we're 95% confident that the true difference between what we observed and zero, we're 95% confident that that ranges between a low of about $500 and a high of nearly $5,000. Okay, so that's a pretty wide confidence interval, but that's partly because we've got a relatively small sample of 24. Okay, all right. Now you may not recall this, but I think give you some examples in a memo indicating that the paired comparisons test and the one sample difference of means test, while conceptually different, give you exactly the same answer. So I'm going to run this using the paired comparisons and see if we get the same answer. So we click on add-ins, we click on Megastat, and we drag down to hypothesis test. And here we're going to do a mean versus an hypothesized value. And in this instance here, we're only going to highlight this column. So highlight the difference column header in your 24 observations. And we're going to hypothesize a difference of 0. Okay? And we'll ask for the 95% confidence interval. We're doing this as a two-tail alternative. We click on OK. And look here, we get exactly the same answer. We get exactly the same answer whether we do the paired observations test or whether we do the one sample difference of means test. Our p-values are exactly the same. And notice that our 95% confidence intervals and margins of error are exactly the same as well. Okay, all right. So so that just confirms what we had talked to you about earlier in the semester. All right. So at the end of the day, using the paired observations test, what we would conclude here is that the company claims that the amount of money that these 24 customers owe, well, what we observe is that the company claims that it's owed on average $2,576 more than what the customers claim. So if we generalize this to the population at large, the complete universe of companies that of customers who owe the company money, we would conclude that for whatever reason that the company that's being audited here may have overstated its accounts receivable by a statistically significantly different amount than what the customers claim that they actually owe. Thank you.